Kia ora whānau, I'm Will.
And I'm Justin.
And today we've got an energizing sequence which is going to open up space and prep and prime us for our Surya Yantrasana or our compass pose. So if you're unfamiliar with compass pose, don't worry, you're not going to lose your way today. We've got options that you can explore at your own level, this challenging but also fun pose. Let's give it a go. Let's start by lying down on our mat, keeping the knees bent and soles of the feet on the floor. Hands can rest on the ribs, the belly, or maybe on your mat. Let's just take a few moments to connect to our breath. Starting to observe the rise, the fall, and noticing how the breath feels in your body today. And if you're not already, can you invite those inhales and exhales through the nose? Gentle, calming effect on the body. An invitation to stay with your breath throughout your practice today, knowing you can return to help bring you back into the present moment. Next breath, let's take a full inhale through the nose and a big sigh out through the mouth. The eyes are closed, gently flutter them open. Let's bring some space into the body. We're going to grab the right leg, hugging the knee towards the armpit, and just rock the knee a little side to side here. Just a gentle massage for the front of the hip. And a stretch for those glutes. Swap sides, grab the left knee, drawing it in towards the armpits. And again, a gentle rock side to side. Ananda Balasana or Happy Baby. Draw the soles of the feet up towards the sky, and then both knees coming in towards those shoulders. Now some of us may grab backs of legs, others ankles or feet. See if you can get your tailbone, shoulders and head pressing down into your mat. And you can take a little rock side to side, just starting to get deep into our hips, opening up some space for the work ahead. Maybe you play with straightening one leg for a breath or two, the other leg, or even both. How's your happy baby feeling, Justin?
It's feeling nice.
Feeling nice, feeling happy. It's all in the name, right? All right, when you're ready, we're going to bend those knees in. Let's find a few active twists. So take the hands wide in a big T, palms up to the sky, ground the shoulder blades into the floor. Stacking the knees above the hips. We're just going to fold the knees over to one side and then to the other side. Now we're not going all the way over. I want you to keep your knees lifted so we can work a little more actively here in these twists, engaging our obliques, our side abs. And maybe you start to sync the movement to the breath, inhaling to take the knees to the side, exhale to bring them through center. And keeping that lower back pressing down as we transition. Last few twists, option to extend the legs to create a little more challenge, a little more load, to bring a little more intensity into these twists. Let's get through the hamstrings, a little dynamic lengthening. So we're going to scissor the legs. You can tuck the chin and curl the shoulders and head off the ground, maybe holding the backs of the legs for support. I'm just going to alternate side to side. Exploring how those hamstrings, the backs of the legs, feel today. Don't have to be too forceful here, just drawing the leg in. And some gentle engagement for those upper abs, lower abs, and the front of the hips. Evening things out, then we're going to hug the knees in, take a few rock and rolls up and down your mat. And when you're ready, let's find our tabletop. Stack knees below hips, hands below shoulders, jumping into a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to look forward, arching the back. Exhale, tuck the chin, rounding into your cat pose. A few rounds, exploring how the spine feels today. Moving between these two shapes. As you exhale, think navel draws to spine, upper back to sky. Returning to your neutral spine, we're going to step the left foot outside the left hand to find a lizard lunge. So knee is aligned with the ankle. You may need to move that right knee a little further back to open up through the hips. And here we're just going to have a little play and an explore. So some of us, maybe you're elevating the hands on blocks or coming to the fingertips. Others, maybe the palms are down. Or maybe you're exploring dropping one or both of the elbows. And let's just bring some movement into our lizard. Maybe rocking hips side to side. Playing with movements through the spine. And let's take this into our half split. Starting to send the hips back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Flex the toes to the face and just folding forward. Keeping the spine lovely, long, lengthened here. And when you're ready, step the foot down. Hop back to your tabletop. And let's find lizard on the other side. Again, set up your alignment, knee over ankle, maybe adjusting this back leg to find your alignment, and then have a little explore on this side. Now for you, Justin, is this your good side or your better side?
This one's my better side, actually.
Your better side. So we always say you've got one good side and one better side. So if it's a good side, let's approach it with a little kindness, a little ease. Steady breath. And slowly take this into your half split. Sending those hips back. Maybe you inhale to lengthen through the spine first, and then exhale to find your depth. Hands can rest floor, hips, leg. One more inhale. Let's stay for the exhale. Bend the knee, foot comes flat, hands to the floor, step back to tabletop. Just one cycle of cat-cow, just to create a little bit of movement and reset. And then let's play with our Anahatasana, or our melting heart pose. Now, this one we want to make active to really help to bring some space and strength into the shoulders, which we'll need as we explore compass. So from our tabletop, we'll stack the knees below the hips. Start to walk the hands forward, taking them a little wider than the shoulders. We're gently melting the heart down towards the ground. Now, sometimes we'll do this as a passive heart opener or back bend where we'll really dump into the shoulders. Instead here, I want you to spread the fingers, press the palms into the floor, and press down to create a little lift in the shoulders. Think of spiraling those elbow creases towards the sky to invite an external rotation. So not only are the shoulders getting a stretch here, but they're also active, holding the body up. 3 mindful breaths. Maybe one more. Good. Ease the hands closer towards the body to come out. The shoulders may feel a little sensitive. You can sit on the heels and just give those shoulders a nice big roll back. One way, the other way. Let's find downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width or a little wider. Tuck the toes, hips go high. Give it a nice big pedal out through the feet. Bringing length into your down dog. Prioritizing length in the spine. Heels don't have to touch down. Look between the hands, tippy toe to the front of your mat and find your Uttanasana, forward fold, feet together or hip width apart. Release the crown. Now let's explore our half forward fold. We're going to slide the hands up to the shins and then lift the torso parallel to the ground. You're welcome to bend the knees generously here to flatten the back. So if you feel like you're really rounded through the back, think about bending the knees and tilting that pelvis. Let's hold for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Press the feet into the floor, reaching through the crown. We're going to sweep the hands forward. Next inhale, reach the hands forward, biceps outside the ears, and then exhale to fold forward. Rolling all the way up. Inhale, hands to sky. Big stretch. Exhale, Tadasana or mountain pose. To bring a bit more heat into the body, we're going to do one round of a modified Surya Namaskara C or Sun Salutation C, adding in our low lunge. There'll be options for 3 vinyasas. You can take as many as you would like. Feet together or hip width apart, palms open. One breath to ground us here. Inhale. And exhale, shoulders soft. Let's flow. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, forward fold, release the crown. Hands slide to shins. Inhale to your flat back, active lift. Exhale, fold, hands to earth. First vinyasa, step back to find your plank. Option to lower the knees down. Chaturanga, hug the elbows in, lower with control. Baby cobra or up dog, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest. Exhale, come on down, push up through tabletop and find downward facing dog. Anjaneyasana, left foot steps to the front of your mat, lower the right knee. Inhale, hands to sky. Hold here for the exhale, palms kiss. Inhale, reach the fingers tall, and exhale, take your thumbs to the back of the head or the back of the neck for a big shoulder stretch. Option to add a little back bend. I want you to think tailbone reaching down. Inhale, opening the chest to the sky. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot. Tuck back toes, lift the knees, step back to plank. Second vinyasa, you can stay on the knees with Justin or inhale with me, rock forward. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog with thighs lifted. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Other side, step the right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, hands to sky. Hold for the exhale, palms can kiss. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bend the elbows. Little shark fin here. Inhale, optional heart opens to the sky. Exhale, release, hands to the floor. Vinyasa 3. Lift the knees, step back to plank. I like to rock forward a little in my vinyasa. So as I lower, I find 90 degrees with the elbows. Untuck the toes, baby cobra or up dog. Hips go high, downward facing dog. Look between the hands, come high on the balls of the feet, step, jump or float to the front of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to release and fold. Inhale, come all the way up, hands to sky. Exhale, hands down the midline, coming to heart center. Feel free to give it a little shake. How are we feeling after our sun sal? Feeling good? Feeling warm? All right, so in this next part of our sequence, we're going to flow through 2 times on either side, adding some options. And we're going to explore poses that really open up some of the key areas that we're going to need to play with our compass pose later. So this includes our hips, our hamstrings, there'll be some rotation in there as well. Let's find our mountain at the top of the mat, feet together or hip width apart, your choice. Let's play with everyone's favorite pose, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hips go down and back. Inhale, reach hands to sky. Exhale, sink into your chair. Draw the belly in. Maybe try tucking the tailbone and lifting the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Inhale, stay low in the hips, lengthen through spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Now, I want you to find an active twist first. Often we go straight for the bind. Use your side abs to revolve the chest. Have a look at your knees. Are they aligned? If the right knee is forward, draw it back to square the hips and bring the rotation in through that T-spine. From here, now if you want, you can bind that right arm outside the left leg to spiral the chest a little more, keeping your hips and knees square. Look to the floor, heavy on the left foot. Right heel lifts, maybe right toes lift. Step it back for a twisted lunge. Maybe you are keeping the bind. Inhale here. Exhale, revolve the chest a little more. Hold this shape, but release the hands. Right hand to the floor, inside the left foot. Option is to stay here in a twisted runner's lunge, or play with side plank. Drop the back heel. You can step the foot halfway up your mat with Justin, or maybe you're stepping your foot to the back of your mat. Fingers spread wide, claw into the ground, lift the hips. Inhale. Hold for the exhale with control. Bend the left knee, step it to the front of your mat, and then drop the right heel on the 45. Active pyramid pose. Inhale to reach to the sky, lengthen both legs, and then exhale, start to hinge and fold over the front legs. Now, if you're super flexible, you might always come all the way down. Invitation to stay halfway up to work more strength in this lengthened position for the hamstring. Knee can micro bend, and if you want more challenge, we reach the hands forward. Big inhale to lengthen. Exhale, generously bend that left knee. Warrior one, inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, sink into your warrior, knee over ankle. Reverse, so circle the hands around to find a bind, either interlacing fingers or grabbing elbows with Justin. Inhale, draw knuckles down and away, lift the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. I like to heel toe my left foot wider to create space to drop my left shoulder inside the foot. Knuckles reach up and away, shoulders down from the ears. One more inhale. Exhale, release the bind, fingertips to the floor or to a block, standing split. Kick the right leg behind you, squaring the hips and chest to the ground. Breathe into the shape. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, think warrior two. Step the foot down, drop the heel and cartwheel the hands open. Sink into your warrior. Again, knee over ankle. We're going to find a big wide V, so turn the palms up and reach in a V or a Y, depending how you like to think about it. This is going to keep us active through the body, through the upper body. Press the foot into the ground, reverse your warrior with your big V. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Stay low, reach, and keep turning the chest to the right side. One more inhale. Exhale, pivot on the back foot, hands frame the front foot. Runner's lunge. Sweep it back to three-legged dog. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, option vinyasa. Rock into your plank. Lower with control. Foot touches down. Inhale into your heart opener. Exhale, hips go high. Downward facing dog. Let's finish on this side. Left leg lifts. Inhale, extend. Exhale, think knee to nose. Land softly at the front of your mat. Hop the right foot in to meet the left, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale to flat back, active. Exhale, release and fold. Chair pose, hips go down and back. Inhale, sweep up. And then exhale, hands come to heart as we sink into our chair. Revolve the chest to the right. Again, check in with your knees and hips. If you want to take the bind, take left arm outside the right leg, as long as your hips are staying square. Look to the floor. Weight in the right foot. Lift the left foot. Think heel to butt. Maybe balance for a moment. And then trust yourself. Shoot the leg along behind you. Twisted lunge. Inhale. Straighten that left leg. Hold for the exhale. Look over the right shoulder. Keep breathing. Drop the left hand inside the right foot. Right hand to the sky. Option is stay here, knee lifted or lowered. Or Vashisthasana, side plank on this side, heel toe the foot back, take your option. Building strength through the side body, the shoulders. Don't forget to breathe. How's your breathing going, Justin?
It's breathing.
It's
nice and gentle.
The breathing is
Hold
breathing,
it on.
it's gentle. Lovely. All right foot steps to the front of your mat with control. Ooh. Drop the left heel. Active pyramid pose. Here we go. Inhale, hands to sky. Lengthen and straighten everything before you exhale. Hinge and fold forward. If you're feeling any sensitivity in this knee, you may need to adjust the length of your pyramid, taking your feet a little wider or a little further away. Warrior one, generous bend of the knee. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, maybe find a little more depth in your warrior. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, hands come behind to bind. Draw knuckles down and away. Inhale. And then exhale, humble warrior. Taking that shoulder inside that knee. Again, you can heel toe for a little bit of space. And if that right butt cheek is falling off the side of your mat, tuck it under. One more inhale, release the bind. Exhale, fingertips to floor. Standing split. You can hop the back foot in closer to find your balance before you kick the leg back. Strengthening, lengthening that hammy, which we'll need later on. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Drop the foot, drop the heel. Cartwheel the hands open. We're going to find our big wide V. Flip the palm, hands to sky. Let's reverse our warrior. Inhale, big C shape of the spine. And then exhale, extended side angle with this optional floating of the arms. Keep drawing these left ribs down. Inhale. Exhale, pivot on the back foot. Hands frame the front foot. Runner's lunge. Three-legged dog. Sweep the leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, optional vinyasa. Of course, child's pose is always there. If you want a little reprieve, a little break, a little breath. We meet in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Inhale, three-legged dog. Straight away, exhale, knee to nose, step forward. Keep breathing, hop the left foot in, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale to flat back. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale to come all the way up, hands to sky. Exhale, hands down the midline. Whew, one round done. Give it a little shake. So in our second round, we're going to add a couple more options to play with some balancing poses in our sequence. Are you ready for the challenge?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I don't know if I'm ready.
I think I'm ready. We'll see.
We'll find out, isn't it? I guess that's the practice, right? We just show up with what's available. So we know the shape of this sequence. So as we return to shapes, as we return to our asana, our poses, maybe you discover something new in the shape by bringing your awareness to your breath, to your sensations. Let's find our mountain pose, Tadasana, feet ground down, one cleansing breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Chair pose, let's go, hips down and back, inhale. Exhale to sink into your chair. Stay here or hummingbird. Inhale, heels lift, hands sweep behind. Hold for the exhale, reach the fingertips away. Heels down, inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, hands come to heart. Twist to the left. Inhale, reach, revolve. Exhale, sink into your twisted chair. Optional bind, if you would like. And maybe with your bind, you extend the right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. This is a pretty intense bind, so not going to be for everyone. Look to the floor. Lift the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, step it long for your twisted lunge. Remember your option. Hand can come to the inner thigh, to the inner foot. Stay in your twisted lunge or side plank. I'm going to step back and lift the leg, or maybe you join Justin in a gate pose, integrating a little work for the hip as we lift that top leg. Long through the spine, head, heart, and heel all in one line. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot up. Find your lunge. Hand comes to the floor. Hop the back foot in a little closer and drop the heel. Pyramid pose. Inhale, up, reach tilt. Maybe arms stay long. Exhale, find your pyramid pose. Breathe in, and then exhale, bend the knee. Next inhale, hands to sky, warrior one. Exhale, lower into your warrior. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands come behind for the bind. Inhale, shoulders down and back. Exhale, humble warrior, find space. Inhale to lengthen. Release the hands. Exhale, hands to floor, standing split. Kick the right leg back. You can stay in standing split or find a warrior three. Press the ground away, soften into the knee, lifting the torso. Maybe finding a capital T shape. Ooh, there's my balance. One more inhale. And then exhale, step the foot back wherever you are. Cartwheel the hands open. Find your warrior two. We're going to find an optional bind here. So, big wide V overhead. You can stay here where we explored before. Take the more traditional version of the shapes, or turn the palms outwards. Bind the hands and reach the fingers away. Big stretch for the shoulders. Make sure you draw the ribs in. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Reach up and back. We're going to think triangle pose. Exhale. Straighten the left leg. Reach and keep turning the chest. Bend the knee. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, releasing the bind. So forearm to thigh, or maybe dropping the hand to the floor or a block to get low into these hips. Top fingertips to sky, or reaching to the wall. One more inhale. Exhale, pivot on the back foot, runner's lunge. Sweep it up and back, three-legged dog. Your choice, vinyasa, second to last, flow it out. Take a break, or stay in down dog. I'm definitely feeling the heat now. One more side to go. Let's come back to chair, three-legged dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot forward. Inhale, hop the right foot in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, hips down and back. Inhale. Exhale, sink into your chair. Optional hummingbird, heels lift just for a breath. Inhale, sweep the hands behind. Exhale, maybe find a little more depth. Heels down, stay in chair. Inhale, hands reach forward and up. Exhale, bring them to heart center. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Active twist. Keep breathing. From here, if you want to bind, be my guest. Maybe the left fingertips come to the floor, right hand to the sky. Big bind, big twist. Lift the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, step it long behind you. We take the left hand inside the right foot. Stay here, or come to that side plank, or maybe gate pose with Justin, knee down. Spread the fingers, top leg can lift. Strong, challenging pose. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, step the right foot forward. Exhale, hands to the floor. Hop the back foot in, drop the heel on the 45, active pyramid. Inhale, find your length first. Then exhale, reach and hinge. Stay for a breath. Exhale, bend the knee. We're going warrior one. Inhale, hands to sky. Sink on the exhale. Inhale, reach through the side body. Exhale to bind, hands behind. Inhale, shoulders down. Exhale, humble warrior, we hinge and fold. Gentle bowing over ourselves for a breath. Next, exhale, release the bind, fingertips to the floor, standing split. Kick the left leg back. If those toes are facing the side of the room, can you dial them down to the ground to square the hips? From here, stay, or press into the foot lift. Warrior three. Challenging balance pose, as you can see by my wobbles. How's your balance, Justin?
I'm just hanging on.
Just hanging on. It sometimes feels like that. Here we go. Inhale, reach the leg back. Exhale, warrior two. Touch down. Oh, sink low into your warrior. Stretch the hands. Inhale, find your big wide V overhead. Hold for the exhale. Stay here or turn the palms out. Find your bind, maybe opposite hand in front, and then reach the hands away. Little flow, reverse your warrior. Inhale, C-shape the spine, triangle. Exhale, straighten the left leg, reach and revolve. Bend the knee, inhale, reverse. Exhale, release the hands, extended side angle, maybe forearm to thigh, or hand travels inside the foot. One more inhale. Exhale, hand comes down, pivot on the back foot. Last vinyasa, sweep the leg up and back. You know what, we've come this far, I'm going to go for it. Exhale, come on forward, lower with control. What's one more vinyasa at this point? And again, maybe that option is one too many for you. Drop the knees, let's find a little child's pose. Sink the hips back, a few moments to breathe. Now to get into those shoulders, try this. Take the elbows to the floor, palms together, and again we'll find this little shark fin motif, thumb going to the back of the neck to provide a little bit more space into the shoulders. When you're ready, you can come out of that shape, gently toe the body up, and find a seat on your mat. So here we're going to play with our compass pose, and we're going to show you a few different options to explore. So if you don't feel like giving compass a go today, we're going to find a side bend in a Janushirasana. So it looks like this. I'm going to extend my right leg long, draw the left heel in. I'm going to inhale, left hand to sky, and then exhale to side bend. So this is going to be your option to explore on both sides if, when we give compass a go, it's not for you. Otherwise, if you're going to have a play with compass, you might want to grab a strap, and we're going to use this to have a little play. Now, what I like about compass is I don't think Justin and I, neither of us consider ourselves experts at compass. And that's the thing about our yoga practice. There's always poses that we maybe find easier, and especially as teachers, we often gravitate towards doing those poses. But I think it's important because all of us have areas that we're working on and that we're being challenged by. So, compass is one of those poses I've avoided teaching because I haven't felt super confident in it. But this month I gave it a go and people really enjoyed it. So, let's have a go with our compass pose. We're going to take that left heel in towards the glutes. We're going to grab our right foot and we want to take the leg almost like a backpack and get it as high on the shoulder as we can get it here. Now I'm going to do this with a strap first and then show the option without a strap. Strap comes to the inner thigh and you're going to hold on tight here. What we want to do is take the right hand, the fingertips to the floor. This is your kickstand. Find a little length and then we're going to start straightening the leg, lifting the left arm to the sky and trying to get the elbow behind the shoulder. That left arm is bent and we try and lengthen that right leg. Now revolve the chest towards the left side, looking up on the diagonal. Can you find a sense of sukha or ease in this pose? And slowly you can come out when you're ready. Whoa. How'd you go?
It was interesting.
Was interesting. So, some of you may have more flexibility, mobility than us. You might be exploring it without a band. Here I'm going to take my hand, turn the thumb down, and grab the outside edge of my foot. Again, I find my kickstand. From here, I'm extending the leg and still looking under that armpit. Whew. Deep mobility and flexibility, hamstrings, hips, shoulders, the whole shebang. Let's even it out and just have a play on the other side. So, we're going to take that right foot in, and we're going to take that left leg behind us like a little backpack. Should we workshop this one, Justin?
Yes, let's try it out.
All right. So Justin's going to take this knee as high as he can on the shoulder. Beautiful. Both sit bones. Did I just get British? Was that British?
I think that was American.
I don't know what it was. Oh, like a southern bones. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Once you've got the leg high, in your own time, you're going to extend that leg, yes, grabbing the opposite outside of the foot. And good. I want you to really focus on squeezing this quad to invite a little bit more length. Great job. Now notice that his elbow is behind his head, so he's opening these side ribs. Can you look up to the corner? Yes, good job. Keep breathing in to lengthen, exhale, and then come on out when you're ready. You know what? I think I'm just going to get out. I'm doing it on that side. Justin did such a beautiful job. All right, challenging work done. Of course, you can pause the video and play with your compass for as long as you want. Hopefully you're primed and warmed for this. If you're like me and you're ready for a little recovery, come on down. We'll just spend a couple of minutes breathing some space back into the body. So shift back onto your mats. Let's come on down to where we started and just hug the knees in. Take a little rock side to side. Maybe you cross the ankles, Supta Sukhasana. And then I'm going to take my feet a little wider, just to the edge of my mat, and find some nice windshield wipers here. And just taking the knees side to side.
Speaking of American,
Windshield wipers?
Windscreen wipers.
Wait, is windscreen American?
Windscreen is British and Australian.
I don't even know anymore.
Windshield is American and Canadian.
I don't know, maybe someone's watching from America. So knees go side to side. I love this to just bring some movement, not only into the hips, but also to the back as well. Really nice to decompress. And honestly, I could probably stay here for about 20 minutes, but I won't do that to you. All right, so just to counter some of those folds, let's find a little inversion. I'm going to find a bridge pose. Do you want to go for bridge, or do you feel like a shoulder stand, Justin?
I can do shoulder stand.
You want to give shoulder stand a go? So if you're familiar with shoulder stand, have a go with Justin. Otherwise, I'm going to take my feet just maybe close enough to tickle or out of reach. It's going to depend on your arm length. I'm going to tuck the tailbone, gently lift the hips to find Setu Bandhasana. Big squeeze of the glutes, opening the hips. And maybe I find one final bind. Hands come behind, walk to the outsides of the shoulders to lift the chest. Pressing the ground away, drawing chest to chin and keeping the neck long. Whichever shape you're in, let's breathe 3 breaths. Once you finish your 3 breaths, if you've got the bind, release the hands. We'll all slowly roll down with control. Now, if you feel like taking a Shavasana, which would be well-deserved, you're welcome to stay here, pause the video, maybe put on some gentle music. Otherwise, you can come on up to a seat, and we will finish there for today. I hope you enjoyed playing with compass pose for us. Challenging pose, challenging asana. But as I mentioned, part of our yoga practice is leaning into challenge and showing up with what's available on the day. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Mate wa whānau.